So far, we have seen how to convert a unit from one that's not having any prefix to it to one that's having prefix, and we also done the reverse in the previous session. So far, we can easily remove and add a prefix to a particular unit. So in this session, we are going to do it like systematically, like simultaneously, where we are going to convert from one unit that is having a prefix to another unit having another prefix, right? That's what this is the full. We are going to do the full phase of unit conversion, which is we are going to put in the part 3, right? Which is our part 3 now. So yeah, that's our unit conversion. Let's look at as example look at examples as usual and try to use that to understand the concept behind it. Let's look at our first example. Yeah, you know my example, my favorite example so far already, which is what? Um 2 meters, right? But here I'm going to do 2 micrometers. We are going to convert it to kilometers. Or let's say 5 um millijoules. We are going to convert it to something in picojoules. Yes, picojoules. Then 3 megagram to something in kilogram. Yeah, as simple as that. Then let's convert something like what do I have? Let's say 6 centimeters, right? Convert that to something in millimeters. As simple as that. So that's the example that these are the example that we take. So we see that we are now converting from a unit that's having a prefix to another that's having a prefix. It's going to be a combination of the two. So let's take the first example. The first example is 2 micrometers, right? To something in kilometers. So behind the scene, what you have to do is that first, so how do you get from here to here? So logically, what we are going to do is that we are going to remove the mu, right? We are going to remove this unit and add this unit. So we saw how to remove a particular unit in the previous session, and then we in the first part 1 we saw how to add particular prefix. So to remove, so the first process is we are going to remove. Let's remove the mu, right? How do we do that? So it's going to be 2. To remove, we just convert the prefix into its decimal component. Yeah, so this is the remover, right? So now this is now like our new number. So this now become like your new thing that you are converting now to kilometers. So this is now the form as part 1, where you convert from a number, this is a full number, from a unit that's not having a prefix to another that's having a prefix. Remember how we did that, right? So if you are moving to kilometers, what do we do? So we keep this number as it is, right? This is now our new number. But if it is kilometer, kilo is what? 10 to the power 3, right? So if you 10 to the power 3, what do we say? Over 10 to the power 3. This is how to add. You remember this thing, right? Yeah, so if you are adding a prefix, this is what we do. Bring this ratio. Then in this ratio, you convert the numerator. So then only the numerator will change. The numerator will convert it to its k form. So at the end of the day, we have 2 times 10 to the power -6. Then kilometers at the top. And then the denominator is 10 to the power 3. Now this 10 to the power 3 will now associate with the number, the value there. So you have 2 times 10 to the power -6 over 10 to the power 3 kilometers. So if you do that, let's bring this up a bit. If you do that, what do we have? So decimal component, right? If you do the decimal component side, or you can put this in your calculator, you have 2 times 10 to the power -3 kilometers. So this becomes our final conversion. So this will help you to convert from. So this is our final conversion. No, so it's supposed to be -9. Sorry, if you put in a calculator, you are supposed to have -9. Yeah, because the decimal component, right? So what we are basically doing for the decimal component, because at the bottom we do indices, right? It becomes 2 times 10 to the power -6 minus 3, which will give you -9. So with 2 times 10 to the power -9. That's what we are supposed to have, right? That's how to convert the first one. So you see that first we remove the a, and then here we are adding k in the second phase. So just like remove this one, add this one, remove this one, add this one. So if you forgot how we remove items, what's the second series? And if you forgot how to add a particular prefix, what's the first series, right? That's what these two are about. That's what we have done so far. Now let's look at the other examples. So yes, so the next example is 5 millijoules, right? We are converting that to picojoules. So it's the same process that we do before. So you need to remove the m. To remove the milli, right? Here is milli, right? So you have to remove the m. To remove the m, what do we say? You convert it back to its prefix form. This is what we have now. So now we are going to add the pico. So add pico. So add the pico. So we have to add a pico, right? This is the number that we got from removing the m. Now we are now going to add pico is 10 to the power -12, right? So we bring that ratio over 10 to the power -12. So then you have what? Joules attached to it. Then what do we do? This one needs to be converted to its pico because this is p, right? So you have 5 times 10 to the power -3 picojoules over 10 over to the power -12. So if you do that, the number -3 will be associated with this decimal component, so picojoules. So now we have to simplify this. So if you simplify this, the decimals will be 5 times 10 to the power -3 minus -12. That will give you 10 to the power 9 picojoules. Yeah, so this become our final answer for this example. Let's look at another one. The next one is we had, let me see, 3 megajoules, right? Kilogram. So we have 3 megagram, converting it to kilogram. So we have to remove the m, right? So if you remove the m, you are going 3 times 10 to the power. M is what? 10 to the power 6, right? So grams. Then we are going to add the kilo. And the kilo will be what? 3 times 10 to the power 6. Kilo is what? 10 to the power 3, right? Over 10 to the power 3. So grams. But the numerator will change to k. We change to k. So for that, we have 3 times 10 to the power 6 over 10 to the power 3 kilogram. So if you change that, we are going to have 3 times 10 to the power 6 minus 3 is going to give you 3 kilogram. So this is the final answer, final conversion that we got for now. So we are just doing the process, the two simultaneously, right? So if you want, you can take your time and do it one after the other. You remove first, then you add. You remove first, and you add. But for the last one, we are going to just quickly do it. So the last example is 6 centimeters to what? Millimeters. So we have 6 centimeters. We are converting it to what? Millimeters. So for that conversion, what do we have for millimeters? So I'm going to remove the centi is 10 to the power negative what? 6. -3. Sorry. No, centi is 10 to the power -2. Then we are converting it to milli. Right? So this one I remove the the centimeter. Then I'm going to add the milli. I'm doing all at the same time over 10 to the power -3 meters. So if I do that, what do I have now? This one is milli. So this one change to m. So at the end of the day, we have 6 times 10 to the power -2 over 10 to the power -3 millimeters, because the top decimal is now this guy. So we now have our unit now. So it becomes 6 times 10 to the power -2 minus -1 will give you 1. So at the end of the day, we just have 60 millimeters as your final answer. Yeah, so this is how to do the simultaneous what? conversion from one unit or having a prefix to another that's having a different prefix, right? So what the first session, that's why we took our time to explain to you how to do the removal and how to do the addition. Then here we're combining the two. So we'll now move from here to do the conversions that are involving centimeter squared, centimeter cube, which we will do in the next sessions. We hope that you stay in touch, practice with all these, practice with these kind of examples, so that you can follow us the next one. As we always say, our sessions are in a way that you need to follow us step by step to understand the concept. Don't just jump. Watch the concept, take your time, make your personal notes, and then follow us on the next session. See you soon.